start. Welcome to Bracket Bash with the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. I am the head bastard today, and F is for Falco because we're doing football movies, and this is
your boy Q, aka the best bastard of them all, or if you know me on Instagram under the Master Bastard Q, because that's what I am. So let's run this shit. And all I gotta say is one more thing: football, American style.
You are a fool. I am the MVP, or the MVB, most valuable bastard of them all. Jamie motherfucking Fuller Sparks is here to bring the entertainment. So Q, you better watch out. It's going down in the end zone, mofo.
It's Bubbles, and I am the most adorable bastard. Just bringing smiles across the nation.
Hi, it's me, Harvey. The real reason you're listening. Come on. We can be honest here. I mean, everybody else did their intros, but we know why you came in, why you waited an extra 20 minutes to hear the voice. The man who brings the soul, the excitement, the fun, the bastardation. I am the Black Bastard. I'm Harvey. And which direction? And then him.
And yeah, everybody that doesn't matter did speak. You're correct about that, but you forgot about the ODB, the old dirty bastard here. And that's right, all you bastards out there. We're back to talk about men playing with balls yet again. We've done baseball. Now we're doing football. Why can't we ever get to talk about women playing with balls? Let's do a damn porn bracket. Fuck. But
no.
All I gotta say is, let's pop some bubbles and have some fun. Let's go.
Yay, yay.
And as always, we are the bastards running this thing. Today's episode is, of course, dedicated to football movies. Unfortunately, we also have something today that we have sad news. But I'm going to let him give his news real quick, and then we can get on to our show.
It's not me this time, for fuck's sake.
First of all, before we
That's a record. That's a record.
If you are a listener, you know what I'm about to say. I bring the importance here. We are here and we follow rules, damn it. Let it be known that if there is a matchup that you feel offended by, it just pisses you off deep in your soul, and you don't know how to handle it, allow me to let you know. Here's what you do. You lean back and you let out a nice fuck you, Freddie. F-U-F. Hashtag F-U-F. That's how I do it. F-U-F. I wanted to explain that for the last time. It is with the sadness that I announce this is the last episode I will be doing with the bastards. It has been fun. It's been like the thing for me to do on a Saturday because these kids are annoying as hell. Fuck them kids. That's another hashtag, but we won't take that seriously.
Team FTK.
So I sit here in the garage and I get away from them. But it is time to move on to other things. Nothing bigger, because there's nothing bigger than this. This is the most fun that I've had. So I bid you adieu. I'll bid you adieu one more time at the end. But let's talk about football. Let's do it like the only way we bastards can do it. Let's have some fun.
AKA what he was really saying right there is that he really knows that I have overtaken the reason why people watch this podcast, and it broke his heart. And so he's got to depart, you know. But we'll get more to that later.
Freddie, okay. Sharon can hear now. You might want to let her back in.
Oh, can't she?
Private chat.
Yeah, I can't always do that. So, hey. Are you with us now?
I believe I am.
Sweet. For all you watchers out there, the reason why we spent like 20 minutes trying to being late for the show today is because we had some technical issues. Sharon does have my boss's name's Shannon, so it's gonna f me up.
All comers, no problem.
I wouldn't say all comers on this show. Has the ability. She is on the show anyway. Before we start, there's a couple of rules. Rule number one is the Well, actually, rule number 1, Harvey already said. So rule number 2 is the blowing your load or the final swing. If there's a matchup on here, since we built round robin style, if you do not want to vote on it quite yet, you can go ahead and say you are using your final swing or, of course, blowing your load, and you can vote last. If somebody else uses that in the same turn, you are no longer voting last, but they are voting directly after you, so on and so forth. We've only had one bukkake moment in this 96 episode type thing, so we might just go ahead and get that going on. But huge caveat on this one: you can only use it one time per show, so keep it handy, and no hands off on that one. You guys ready to start this thing?
Let's do it.
All right. First, I'm going to let Sharon introduce herself because she didn't get that opportunity. So,
yes, and my sincere apologize, guys, for the technical ends of things here. I do not know what was going on, but I'm here now. My name is Sharon Boker. I actually host a live radio show on Amazon AMP twice a week. Wednesdays, do a hump day show on Wednesdays, and then I do kind of a brunchy kind of a thing on lunchy, brunchy, afternoon, early afternoon, Sunday afternoon nap kind of a thing on Sundays on AMP. And I work in corporate comms in Sweden. That was the other challenge for me today, was that I it's a little bit later here in the evening. So I'm actually on the other side of the Atlantic coming at you from Viking land.
I was completely unaware of that. I do apologize. That is my bad. Person who sets off this show, I apologize for that. But you are the first person from Sweden that's been on this show, so take that for solace. Anyway, that's the beginning of our show. We're voting football movies today. I start us off. We have the play-in matchup. We had a whole bunch of play-in matchups last week. We only have one play-in matchup this week, and that is this. We have the longest yard. There are two versions of this. There's an old movie and there's a new movie. That's what the play-in matchup is. The old movie is like 79, I think. I'm not exactly certain on that.
Are we playing on both of the movies, or are we playing on the oldest one or the newest one?
This is the play-in matchup.
Oh, the old versus the new?
I will be voting for new. I'm a huge Adam Sandler fan. It's not my favorite football movie that he's in, but I'm still a huge fan of it. So new will be getting my vote. Q, is it longest yard old or longest yard new?
Listen here, Mr. Frodo. Don't get short with me. Obviously, I'm going with the new one. Adam Sandler's that movie's hysterical. Or Caretaker.
Caretaker. Jamie, longest yard, old or new?
I think we're going to go with new.
New gets another one. Bubbles.
I'm going to also have to go with new on this one.
Jeremy.
New, because I know what it's like to need a bigger jock strap.
All right, battle.
Harvey.
The original.
Still big enough.
The original had Burt Reynolds.
They both had Burt Reynolds.
So did the second one.
No. But he wasn't a star of the second one. But he was the
star. He doesn't have to be.
Yes, it's Burt fucking Reynolds, and I'm voting for Burt Reynolds. Okay. So you know, I know people think me because I'm old school and I like the originals better, but this one, the original was better. It's already.
Oh hell no!
It doesn't even matter. It's already lost.
Someone put a cock in it.
What was that?
Sharon, is it old or new?
I got to go with Harvey here.
Yes!
1974, the original, the classic.
The year I was born. It came out the year I was born. I have to pick that. Come on.
I was going to say, Harvey, why are you putting school in back of old? Just leave it with the one word.
Wow.
Yeah. That should be my line. I'm not just old school. I'm just plain old. But no, I have to go with 74. I know we didn't win this one, Harvey.
It's all right. It's all right. They're winning because they're with us, Sharon. So they can enjoy it.
With a score of 5-2, longest yard moves on to the first round. Q starts us up. We have Rudy versus the Express.
I don't remember the Express.
I don't either.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with Rudy. I mean, I've seen that. I do not remember what the Express was. Can anybody enlighten me?
It's Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman was in the Express.
I don't know who that is.
It's
Dennis
about
Quaid played the coach.
It's the first African American to win the Heisman Trophy.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther, by the way.
For those who don't know.
So I'm glad I didn't change my name to Heisman, and that'd been terrible.
Rudy gets a vote. Jamie, is it Rudy or the Express?
Okay, I'm actually I watched Rudy a lot when I was younger. Didn't always care for the movie. I was not very familiar with the Express, but the thing is, I have a good friend. He's been listening on us, and I'm gonna vote Express for him. So this is for you, Cody.
Cody gets a vote with the Express on that one. Bubbles, is it the Express or Rudy?
I have seen neither one of these movies. So
What, Jesse
I don't
here?
know
Jesse
like
here?
which one to pick. Like I'm sitting here, I was like, okay.
Rudy.
Pick whichever one feels better. Go with your gut.
You always go with your gut and what feels better, right? So
Always.
Unless there's bubbles in the gut.
Bubble gut. That's a problem.
I'm gonna go Rudy on this one.
Okay.
Rudy gets a vote. Jeremy, Rudy or the Express?
well, never seen The Express, but as much as I enjoyed that movie about a hobbit playing football, I'm gonna definitely have to go with The Express because it's Chadwick Boseman and Wakanda Forever.
You know how they always mash songs up? Why aren't we mashing movies up so we have The Hobbit and Rudy?
I just did that.
It is a tie game, Harvey, the Express or Rudy?
Yeah, I didn't even know the Express existed. I'm looking at it right now, and as enjoyable as this must be, it has the white savior feel to me, and I'm not doing it. And it's fucking Rudy. It's Rudy. I don't know if you. It's Rudy. Yes, I'm voting for Rudy.
So apparently it's Rudy. Sharon, is it Rudy the Express?
You know, I've always had a thing for Dennis Quaid, and he plays the coach in The Express. So while he may be the white savior, according to Harvey, I got to give my vote to The Express.
That works. That works.
Which means it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I've seen Rudy. My favorite thing about Rudy, though, is not the movie Rudy. It's in the movie. I think it's Not Another Teen Movie. They make fun of Rudy, and the guy just gets absolutely murdered on the field.
Yep.
And it always makes me laugh.
Or something crazy?
Yeah, it pretty much gets cut in half, and there's like a YouTube video of like a Make-A-Wish kid going on the field and everything else, and like the linebacker just didn't get the idea.
Oh,
and just absolutely murders his kid. And it always makes me laugh, but I'm not a fan of the movie. I've never seen The Express, but I guarantee you I would get murdered in the field if Rudy didn't at least make it to the first round, because it is an absolute classic football movie.
True.
And that scene from Not Another Teen Movie, the fact that they took it from such a classic movie, it will be getting my vote. Rudy will be moving on in a split decision 4-3. Jamie will be starting us off. We have Radio versus The Blindside.
Oh my God, Radio all fucking day long. I love that movie. I did like The Blindside. I know there's been some stuff going on recently when it comes to Sandra Bullock and all that. I have nothing to do with all that. I don't want an opinion on that. I just want to say Radio. There's something about that movie that hit me personally, so I'm going to vote Radio.
Radio gets a vote. I got to reset this because this thing is just going to make me mad. So
I was so confused there for a second. I was like,
yeah, that's because Q.
It's like musical chairs. We're
Q
doing a
went weird.
scramble real quick.
I didn't go. What do you mean I went weird?
You
storm going on right now, so that
We're doing a fake. We're doing a fake out.
Why'd I go weird?
you went out and came back in, so it screwed up the screen.
yeah, we have
Anyway,
a storm going on right
Radio
now.
gets a vote. Bubbles, is it Radio or The Blind Side?
So I liked both of these movies a lot, but I would have to say Radio is going to be my choice.
Radio gets another one. Jeremy.
Oh.
So here we are in the battle of the white savior movies. So I'm gonna have to. I mean, I never saw Blindside. Never really wanted to. Didn't look entertaining to me. But Radio. Didn't they make fun of Radio in another team movie too? Or was that the?
I
Yeah, no.
did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna have to go Radio because I like that. That movie was actually pretty decent, and the not another team movie scene's hilarious with them. So.
Harvey, Radio, Blindside.
Yeah, not one of my favorite matchups. I'm not a fan of either one of these films. So,
Damn.
So I don't know. I mean, I
saw your face when we said Radio. I saw your face, but that movie surprised me. There was something about the storyline that I'm like, wait, okay. So
it always feels like I don't know. There's always this, where we're gonna find the mentally challenged black guy, and that movie kind of comes out. I mean, if you think about it, both of these movies essentially did the same thing.
Wouldn't you say they did the same thing in Forrest Gump though?
Not to that. Well, I don't know.
I mean, that was kind of overextended. I felt like.
I mean, I'm mentally challenged. I go to war. I do all this stuff. He
was an All-American.
Yeah, he was an All-American. I don't know.
Pro ping pong player, bro.
The struggle. Okay, let's just go with Radio on that one because The Blind Side never did it for me. I never liked it. So.
Radio gets a vote. Sharon.
We don't like them blind.
I have to agree with the panel who didn't much care for this this lineup. I think both stories are problematic in similar and yet different ways. I thought Cuba Gooding Jr. was amazing in Radio, but I'm kind of an equal opportunity crusher here, and Sandy Bullock is one of my girl crushes. So I think I'll go with The Blind Side just to be contrary on this one because it's really a 50-50 toss-up for me.
Yeah, works.
Respect. I'm going to go with The Blind Side as well, just to keep it close. Radio will be moving on. I'm surprised, to be perfectly honest, as much people don't like this matchup. I didn't get a single "fuck you, Freddy" from anybody.
It's all right.
Because,
that just kind of surprises me.
From Radio, that I can't have any fucking hate. Fuck you, Freddy. Like, how could you fucking bring up hate when there was so much fucking love? So fuck you for that.
Fuck you, Tay-Tay. Blindside gets a vote. Q, finish this out. Is it Blindside or Radio?
I've never seen Radio.
What?
I've definitely heard it a bunch of times.
It says stop it.
That's a dad joke and a half right there.
I hate you.
So funny though. Let's go. That shit's funny. But I didn't really like The Blind Side either. So I mean, I at least saw The Blind Side. So I guess I gotta go with the movie I've seen because then I at least have something to justify it with.
Is no one gonna point out the ironicness of you say you saw The Blind Side?
Yeah, I wasn't going to touch it.
It's better than The Dark Side.
Blindside stays in round one. Radio moves on in a split vote. Bubble starts us off. We have the newest version of The Longest Yard versus Johnny Be Good.
I don't think I've
Johnny
seen
Be Good.
So I'm going to have to go with the newest version of The Longest Yard.
Longest Yard gets a vote.
I probably
The
would
old version got left. Did we just say The Longest Yard now? We don't have to go with the
I'm planning on it. Jeremy, Longest Yard, Johnny Be Good.
Oh, I had to look up Johnny Be Good. Never heard of it, but apparently Rob Downey Jr. is in it, and Uma Thurman.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But
very young Uma Thurman.
Which that right there would almost give me a reason to vote. That right there would give me a reason to vote for it almost. But I gotta go with The Longest Yard. It's just a phenomenal movie, and it's also named my porno.
the fuck is wrong with you?
A lot of
You
things.
know, you're not supposed to be measuring the beard, right?
Do that. Nah, don't mess with the beard.
Harvey, speaking of longest yards, Harvey, is it longest yard or Johnny Be Good?
I refuse to vote for the newer Longest Yard. I'm not doing it. And Johnny Be Good is an 80s movie. And
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah. So that sold me. Look, hold on. Anthony Michael Hall, Robert Downey Jr., and a young Uma Thurman. That's all I need. The movie wasn't that great, but that's enough for me. I will take Johnny Be Good.
Gets a vote. Sharon, is it Johnny Be Good or longest yard?
I'm ready to die on the same hill as Harvey regarding the longest yard. I can't cast a vote. I can't cast a vote for the new one, so I'm gonna have to go with Johnny Be Good, the 80s film.
Oh, Sharon, you are my partner in crime. I love it.
Today I am, my friend.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of hills and cemeteries. I'm just saying, but
True.
You know.
Harvey's
just
finally
let the
happy
dead
because he
lie.
has somebody like up closer to his age level, and so he's like, somebody's always on my side with this shit.
And it just took us to go halfway around the globe to do it.
Right.
Harvey, go to bingo. You meet some people like that.
I was born in the 80s, but I am a 90s child. I grew up with Adam Sandler, SNL days, and beyond. The Longest Yard is is probably like the last good movie he's been in, comedy wise.
That's not true.
Comedy wise,
Nope.
he's done some good serious roles as of late, which I applaud him for. But the Longest Yard is
hilarious.
I haven't seen that one yet, actually.
You should.
Anyway, The Longest Yard will be getting my vote on this one. Q, The Longest Yard or Johnny Be Good?
I mean, I should probably watch my mouth, speaking shit to Harvey because I don't want to stir up the brothers now.
There's only one of us in here. How are you gonna stir me up? What are you talking about? Just me.
Even what you call your posse.
Right.
No, the only way you're gonna stir up friggin' Harvey is with like chocolate Nestle Quick.
Chocolate deep.
Dude, this is Harvey's last episode. We gotta give him shit before he goes.
Why didn't we do Will Smith Part 2 bracket then? God damn it!
No, the Longest Yard gets my vote.
It gets his vote and the win. Jamie, Longest Yard, Johnny Be Good.
Well, I was kind of hoping that Q would throw out a random here and join in the Johnny Be Good. I've watched part of the movie. I agree with Harvey. It's not the best, but I'm not a huge fan of The Longest Yard either. I've watched it. It's kind of funny. Just not a huge fan of it. So it's going to be Johnny Be Good.
Okay, Chuck Berry.
4-3 and another split vote.
Nice.
Moves on. Jeremy starts us off. We have Necessary Roughness versus Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
As much as I like some Necessary Roughness in the bedroom, I'm gonna have to go with Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura gets a vote. Harvey.
This is a football movie bracket, and as
Laces out, sir. Laces out.
Listen, as enjoyable as Ace Ventura was, football was a small part of that plot, dude.
It was Dan Marino's fault.
If Die Hard is a Christmas movie,
dude, we're not even gonna do that. It's a fucking Christmas movie.
It's not a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas
movie. It is. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No, it just took place. The movie took place around Christmas time. That does not make it a Christmas movie. It just happens to be a movie that was around Christmas.
If you could remove everything Christmas in that movie and still have it go off the same way, it would be a completely different movie because they were there for a Christmas party. That is the only reason he was in town.
It could have been a party for anything. They could have changed it to a blockbuster party. Fuck.
There's a bag.
I'm going with whatever, which is probably going to lose. I'm going with Necessary Roughness. It is so much funnier in terms of football, just in the football references. It's pretty funny. It's a bad movie. I can say that, but I will take that over Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey's the funny, and he's the whole hilarious. Oops, sorry. Yes,
He puts
he's
on the
whole
2-2 and plays football. He puts on the 2-2 and plays football. Come on.
He plays 2-2. No, dude, come on. It's Necessary Roughness. That's my pick.
Necessary Roughness gets a vote. Sharon, Necessary Roughness, Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
You know, I actually had to rewind Ace Ventura in I had to look it up. I'm like, they think this is, why is this in this list? I didn't even think it was a football movie. And then I remembered, oh yeah.
The Dolphins. It was about the Dolphins mascot the entire time.
They gotta save the dolphin. Yeah. So on a technicality, since I didn't even clock this as a football movie, I'm gonna go with Necessary Roughness.
Now, having said that, it is not just us with this bracket, or not this particular bracket, but a version of this bracket was on Bracketology. I put Ace Ventura Pet Detective in there on a play-in matchup because I let them decide if it was a football movie, and it went through with flying colors until like the top 8.
Really?
So like the elite 8.
Wrong. What you want? So
I'm just saying. So it's not just us saying that this is a football movie.
Understood.
Necessary Roughness is up. You know what? Although I agree that Ace Ventura is a football movie, technically going by the Die Hard rule, I will be going for Necessary Roughness. To be perfectly honest, it's a crap movie, but much like a majority of crap movies, Pet Detective is a crap movie too, but Necessary Roughness is actually funnier than Pet Detective. Saying that against Jim Carrey is absolutely crazy, but it's true. It gets my vote. Q, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, or Necessary Roughness.
I feel like Pet Detective doesn't get your vote because no one's ever looked at you and said, "He found Captain Winky."
No, but I've been called Captain Insano a couple times.
Oh, that'll be coming up
soon. And as far as unnecessary roughness goes, I get that penalty all the time.
Nice hand motion there, Q.
You fucking wish. Jesus.
Q, what is your vote, sir?
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. It is 3-2 currently. Jamie, Ace Ventura or Necessary Roughness?
I have to tell you. That's not my vote. Listen, when you got Agent Pride playing football with Sinbad in my school colors, I'm just going to go ahead and vote for that because none of that makes a fucking difference in my vote. I'm just going to vote for Unnecessary Roughness. Because
it gets a vote.
That flag on the field.
And the win.
Bullshit.
It's out. It's gone.
Listen, laces were out, Dan. Okay, laces.
Bubbles. Necessary Roughness or Ace Ventura Pet Detective?
I was gonna pick Ace Ventura.
It's all right. You can still pick
Jamie. Jamie.
So she doesn't like the unnecessary roughness, apparently.
It really is one of my favorite movies. Honestly, Pet Detective is, but Unnecessary Roughness is more football.
Well, it's also Necessary Roughness, not Unnecessary Roughness. That's a completely different movie.
Okay.
By the way,
sorry,
Brady would know. Brady would know.
By the way, that is another split vote as well. Sharon starts us off. We have Invincible versus Friday Night Lights.
Invincible versus Friday Night Lights. Now, Invincible, I think I've seen both of these. I know I've seen Friday Night Lights. Invincible was the one where it was Mark Wahlberg, right? One of the Wahlbergs playing the bartender in Philadelphia that wanted to,
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark, exactly. Marky Mark plays football, very short. Marky Mark. You know, I actually have family from Odessa, Texas. I visited Odessa, Texas. I've been to the Permian High School football stadium. It's a landmark there. So that story is kind of relevant to me. So I'm going to go with Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights gets a vote. I will, although I'm a fan of Marky Mark, I will be going with Friday Night Lights as well, because I actually think it's a good movie. Only reason why. Q, Friday Night Lights or Invincible?
Right. First off, Marky Mark should have never been a thing that existed. Him as a person, yes, not the Marky Mark part.
Hey, the Funky Bunch.
None of the Funky Bunch, none of that shit. That stuff should have never existed, and that is a stain on his legacy.
You're just jealous of his skills.
Yeah,
he did have a really sexy body. I will give him that. But what the fuck?
You're just jealous because you don't have good vibrations.
Oh. So my brother and I were talking about him, and he was like, I love that when I say Marky Mark, like, they know I'm talking about Mark Wahlberg. I was like, well, I would hope so. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, do you not know? Like, I'm like, are you messing with me? Are you fucking with me right now? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. And he was just mind blown. He's like, what? And like looked him up, and I was like, yeah, like, how did you? He's like, I never knew.
And actually, Q, I'm wrong. You're the reason your wife needs good vibrations.
Jesus.
Shout out to Jess. Anyway, Q, what's your vote?
I forgot what we were voting for now at this point.
Friday Night Lights versus Invincible.
Sorry, I just got wrapped up in the whole Marky Mark thing.
That's because you're jealous of him.
So Friday Night Lights was the very first movie like I watched and like actually remember. Like the entire movie, I'm just like, they're just gonna win like always. You know, every fucking team always wins at the fucking end. And then just like a half a yard short, I feel the heartbreak. It sucks because I know what that's kind of like, honestly. It sucks.
Spoiler alert.
What
For
happened?
a movie that's 20 years old, yeah.
Right.
And they had a shitty TV show made after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like that was the first time I was just like, no fucking way. They didn't have like, you know, the team we've been following the whole time win the fucking big game. Like, no way. So just on that alone, it gets my vote.
Okay. Friday Night Lights gets a vote. Jamie, Friday Night Lights or Invincible?
I mean, I do
Everybody
get
thought there was a
tired of the typical, you expect them to win, they win, all that stuff. So, Q, you got a point. But I have to say my son's father and I really got into the movie and then the TV show off of Friday Night Lights. So, I mean, off of nostalgia for the fact that we could watch both movie and TV show more than once, I'm going to go ahead and vote Friday Night Lights.
With that, it gets to vote and the win. Bubbles, Friday Night Lights or Invincible?
I am going to go with Friday Night Lights on this one.
Jeremy?
Well, one thing, Freddie, is the comebacks on this list? Because I don't think I saw it on there.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
it's going to be the last matchup in the second half of round one.
Good. All right. Well, and second, fuck Friday Night Lights, and fuck you, Freddie, for putting that movie in here even. But I'm going to have to go with Invincible because that movie was actually pretty good. I mean, didn't like the whole team die in like a plane crash or something, and they had to like find regular people to play football?
That's Rio Marshall.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
20 years old, dude. All these movies are at least 20 years old.
Well, not all of them.
Oh, Invincible's like 15.
If there's not one in the 2000s, which I guess the Adam Sandler movie probably was.
The Invincible's 2006, dude.
There's a movie in here from
less than
2
20
years
old.
ago.
Do the math.
So anyway,
Do math.
Invincible
Not
gets to
math,
vote. Harvey,
Do math.
Harvey, Invincible or Friday Night Lights?
It doesn't matter. It's already. I'm a Giants fan, so it's against my religion to vote for a movie based on the Philadelphia Eagles. In fact, the game that they talk about happens against the Giants. But what?
It is Friday Night Lights is based in Texas, which has the Cowboys, which also is against the Giants.
Yes. So
So you're fucked either way.
Hold on. I am fucked either way. So hold on. I gotta get into
He likes to be fucked either way.
Bro, you stirring up the brothers. You stirring up the brothers. Don't do it.
I'm used to it. It's all right. I got a point.
Here we go. So you put me with a matchup where I lose either way. Allow me to say to you, fuck you, Fredette. I just want to get that out the way. I had to learn deep. I don't care. Let's just go with. I mean, it's Texas. I feel dirty voting for Texas, but you know, okay. Damn, I couldn't even say Friday night. It's Invincible. Fine. I just said Invincible. That's it.
All right. 5-2, which is our first non-split vote on that one. Friday Night Lights goes on. I start this one off. We have Concussion versus Draft Day with Harvey's laugh on that one. It being his last show today, I will be voting for Draft Day. For those who know. For those who don't,
yes.
Concussion has Will Smith in it as the main person. It is probably his worst movie, or at least in the bottom 5.
His worst movie. I can name another 24 that are worse.
They're all the time, right? They're all the time.
His worst acting ability, at least. Like there's. Anyway,
the worst Nigerian accent of all time.
Yeah. Anyway, Draft Day gets my vote. Q, Draft Day or Concussion? We got to keep this moving. We got
I've had concussions, and they kind of suck. I've only had like probably 2.
Oh, that's all.
I had more than that.
Okay.
Well, that's because I'm fucking hard-headed and not a bitch.
Yes, you are superhuman.
Fair enough. Oh, my bad. Fuck, I don't know. Draft Day, I guess.
Draft Day gets a vote. Jamie, Draft Day, Concussion.
Give me that DD.
Giggity.
I like double D's too, but on the point. Bubbles.
Yeah, double D. Final answer.
Designated drivers.
Designated drivers. Totally. So I am just for Harvey. I'm gonna have to go with the DD.
Draft Day gets the win with that vote.
Nice.
Let's go.
Jeremy, is it Draft Day or Concussion?
Y'all breaking all the bracket bastard rules here. Will Smith always gets voted for Harvey, but
this is last day, dude. Come on.
So we should fuck with him more. You said that already. Yeah.
No,
that was said. I changed my vote to Concussion.
No.
I like that. Let the man vote however he wants to vote. He'll probably forget anyway. He's had a concussion. He won't remember. It's all right.
Jeremy, vote.
Yeah. As much as Draft Day actually wasn't a bad movie, and Chadwick Boseman's in that one too, but I gotta give it to Concussion for my boy Will Smith. Big Willie.
Concussion gets a vote. Harvey.
Concussion was a movie about a serious subject.
Yes.
With a I could aside from the fact that that Will Smith makes me sad. The performance was terrible. It's universally just ripped apart because it wasn't well done. I can confidently not vote for Concussion. Draft Day is kind of over the top and all that, but I occasionally like watching that. So I'll go with Draft Day. I can do that. Why is there you people are ridiculous?
Harvey's voting for a white savior movie.
What's going on?
Is there a dog or something in the background? Because like,
yeah, what the hell was that?
Oh, that's my wife's chickens.
Okay, so I was about to say, like,
I wasn't expecting here at all.
I was about to ask on the show if somebody's messing with their cock, but that was besides the point. Anyway, Draft Day, we'll be moving on, but the last vote is Sharon. Is it Concussion or Draft Day?
For all the reasons that that Harvey said, Concussion. I just actually watched it fairly recently. It's a very serious subject. I wish the movie had been better, quite frankly. But I really enjoyed Draft Day. You know, Costner. What can I say? I'll go with Draft Day.
Say too, on that serious note, that movie does hit a little bit of a personal note for us here in Iowa. Our homeboy Tyler Sash from Oskaloosa, he was on the New York Giants. and he actually suffered from TBE and issues due to too many concussions, and actually that spiraled into the cause of his death. So, I mean, that movie did hit some personal feelers there. So,
in a 6-1 vote, Draft Day moves on to the next round. Q is
MIA.
out of there he is. All right. Q starts us off with the next one. We have The Replacements versus the newest movie on this entire bracket, 80 for Brady. I think he's speechless.
I'm pretty sure that's the one about Tom Brady, is it not?
Yes, it is. Well, it's not about Tom Brady, but
fucking Greg Brady, dumbass. The Brady.
No, it's
oh my god! Okay. Sway. I love Sway.
Q, what's your vote?
I'm going with the Replacements because Brady should have been replaced a long time ago.
Yes.
The Replacements gets a vote.
He's getting Hall of Fame this year.
Jamie,
Fuck Brady.
Replacements, 80 for Brady.
I deserve it. I'll give him that, though.
Fuck Brady. Honestly, I have not seen that movie by any means. I'm not saying it's a good or bad one, but I'm going to go with classic The Replacements.
Gets a vote. Bubbles, Replacements, 80 for Brady.
You know what? I'm just going to go with 80 for Brady. Just because it makes me laugh.
You're kicked. I will. Freddie, we're having a serious conversation after this show.
Just cut.
No, she was handpicked by Harvey.
I was
So-
That sucks for Harvey. Harvey, you had a.
Clearly, I am the golden
I
child.
can't even say you had a bad pick. I mean, it was a good choice, but bad taste. Bad taste.
Jeremy, 80 for Brady, The Replacements.
I mean, if I want to watch a good movie about someone trying to get Tom Brady's sperm, I'll watch Ted 2. But 100%, it's The Replacements because I'm from Massachusetts and fuck Tom Brady.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd blow him, but
He's so handsome, though. I've got
No, he's not. No, he's not. He is.
so handsome.
Not.
He's a young
yeah,
Frankenstein. That's all he is.
Listen to the other Jess over here.
He is not handsome at all.
He's very cute. You have no say.
I think he's objectively attractive, guys. Objectively.
No. And his voice is annoying too. Harvey, is it The Replacements or 80 for Brady?
So cocky.
Objectively attractive. I'm interested. That's an interesting way of saying it. You're not ugly. You're not pretty. But that's fine. That's fine.
By Western standards.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey,
That's like telling a fat girl she doesn't sweat so much for one. It's just like, what the fuck?
What?
I mean, you'd be good looking if it wasn't for your face. So that's Harvey. Replacements, 80 for Brady, sir.
Can we? To be fair, the man had an incredibly attractive wife for a long time. So
I was going to say, can we vote for Giselle?
yeah, I'm saying, yeah, she'll get my vote. But can I just say that I think The Replacements is one of the top 5 best football movies ever. So I'm definitely voting for The Replacements. Falco, baby.
Wait, her name was Giselle, not Gazelle?
Giselle.
I thought it was Gazelle.
The Replacements takes out 80 for Brady. Sharon, is it 80 for Brady or The Replacements?
I thought I was going to maybe have to go kind of the old
Not
lady
on the show.
route.
Stop
It was kind of the Golden Girls of the Gridiron, that film was actually.
Oh, that would be so good.
I feel like I feel like The Replacements is just an excellent film, and I love Keanu. I'm an equal opportunity luster, and I think he was super in that. So it's The Replacements for me.
Sharon's going the whole 9 yards for Keanu on this one. It looks like Replacements gets her vote. The Replacements is probably one of my favorite movies, like one of my top 10 movies of all time, regardless of football or not. It is one of those movies that you can put on and not necessarily watch the entire time, but still enjoy your time, even in the background, just listening to some stuff like that. And there's some good music involved in the movie too, so it will be getting my vote. It is a 6-1 vote for The Replacements. Bubbles is just trying to be weird on this one. Anyway, last up for the first half of the first round, it looks like Jamie will be starting us off, and we have the Longshots versus Little Giants.
Oh my God. I forgot all about the Little Giants meet on here. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. Q, you trying to put that longest yard in your mouth?
Whoa.
That's what it looked like he was doing. So
Right, he was taking it.
Yeah, evidently. I don't know. Anyways, besides all
Taking it real good.
baseball movies, the Little Giants, come on. I'm on that. Voting all day.
Jamie, if you're on the
It's upsetting you like the little things.
I believe DCF has some questions.
Resist the urge to say something crazy, Jeremy. I know you.
Yeah, please. Little Giants gets a vote from Jamie. If the Bubbles, is it Little Giants or Longshots?
Oh my goodness, no question asked. It's definitely Little Giants.
Yes.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
As much as I grew up loving Little Giants, Longshots has my boy Ice Cube in it. So, you could do it. Put your back into it. So I got to go with Longshots.
Longshots gets a vote. Harvey, Longshots, Little Giants.
You people know how I feel about Sandlot, how it's the best baseball movie ever because it takes the sport and it puts it where it belongs with kids. Little Giants is the same thing when it comes to football. We play, we're too small, we're too big. Am I good enough? Am I not good enough? You got a girl in there. It's everything. It's definitely Little Giants. Little Giants is football at its best. That's going to go far with me. Let me just tell you that.
It's a vote.
Well, it's childhood classic.
The Giants are going to go far with you? What?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I mean, this is the Giants. He's a fan.
I mean,
So.
he could line up the whole team, and he'd still have enough, to add a couple more people at the end.
I don't know what that means.
Sharon.
I know what it means.
Sharon, Little Giants, Longshots, please.
As a girl jock who was the first girl on the Little League team in her town back in the 70s, I gotta go with Longshots. That's a true story about a girl who ends up playing in the Pop Warner Youth Football League for the first time ever. And so I gotta go with Longshots because I was that girl. I just wasn't. I was playing baseball instead.
So no Icebox?
I was going to call you Icebox. No.
Because, I mean, that's what happened in the story, too. She was a girl on the team.
It's not a true story, though.
It wasn't the main story.
Right.
For me, it was. Anyway, I'm not disagreeing with your vote. I will be adding my vote to Little Giants, which means it will be moving on. Q, Little Giants or Longshots?
Of course, the Little Giants. One of my favorite fucking scenes in that is just "Don't talk about my mama," and it's from the weakest, smallest little kid there. It's just hella funny. Comes up in like a fucking marshmallow suit.
I could, dude. I could picture your 3-year-old in that one.
Don't talk about my mama. And then him charging at you and all little marshmallow puffy little shit.
He's this big.
He's so cute though. Them little butts in football, them little pants, and they're running around all serious. But then
Jamie,
kids on the sidelines. Come on.
Jamie, finish this up. Little Giants, Longshots.
I said Little Giants earlier. Little Giants.
You started it.
I started
but,
it. I'll finish it. Shit, let's go.
Okay, well, I forgot somebody's voting there too, but it's 5-2 either way because there's only 2 people who voted for Longshots on this one. So it is 5-2. Little Giants moves on. We'll be right back right after this break. Jeremy usually does his ad first, so I will let him go. But Sharon, if you do have an ad, pay attention to what Jeremy will be doing, and you will have an opportunity at the end of round 1.
Okay.
Yes, and while you're in this ad break, go check out Maniacal Music Musings, where we are returning better than ever with everything you could hope for. Yes, regular episodes start this week again as Chancey is no longer down with the sickness. And come check it out soon because the Rolling Stone Top 500 bracket is going to be starting soon if a certain beautiful black bastard actually respond to my messages. But other than that, come check it out. 20 more brackets to come to for the Artist of the Month. Iggy Pop and the Stooges still needs to get done somehow. And we're going to figure out how to do that this month. So come check it all out. So much is coming out. Maniacal Music Musings on all your platforms you can find your pods.
All right. Nobody has blown their load as well, so keep that in mind. The only person that would have an ad would be either Harvey or Shannon on that one, and I'll give you guys the opportunity later on. So welcome back for the second half of round one, and it looks like Jeremy will be starting us off on this one. We have We Are Marshall versus Remember the Titans.
Yeah, definitely going We Are Marshall. Remember the Titans was too kiddish for me, I think, in a way.
I don't think you saw the movie.
Yeah, I don't think you did either.
Isn't it the one where they're freaking singing like the song like before they go to the field?
That's Titans.
Yeah, exactly. Too kiddish.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Remember the
if I want to see football players singing, I'll watch Glee.
So you're going with We Are Marshall?
Yes, We Are Marshall.
Okay, We Are Marshall gets a vote on that one. Harvey, We Are Marshall or Remember the Titans?
I'm going to guess. I don't know. That's probably the only person that's going to vote for We Are Marshall. I don't know. I could be wrong. I can see the look on Freddie's face. Okay, we'll see. I'm going to go with Denzel and Remember the Titans. Yeah.
I'm just stroking my beard. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
or whatever I have. It's not really a beard. It's just
that's not a beard. This is a beard.
This is as much as I can have and still have a job. So stroke it. It is a tie game. Sharon.
This was a toughie. I mean, these are both true stories, essentially.
Yeah.
And I like, Matthew McConaughey with sideburns, 1970 sideburns as much as anybody. But I really was inspired by Remember the Titans, and that was about the integration. There was a big social element to that story, and the integration of two schools coming together. And I thought Denzel was amazing, and I got to go with Remember the Titans.
Yep.
It gets a vote. You guys know I'm a huge Disney fan. Remember the Titans is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it is. It's on Disney Plus too, which is where I watched it this week. And out of the two movies, it's a better movie, regardless of the storyline or everything else going on. It's just a better movie of the two. It gets my vote. Q. Remember the Titans or We Are Marshall.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
Mark that for edit. Gets a vote and the win on that one. Jamie is Remember the Titans or We Are Marshall.
I'm gonna go with a big fat yep.
Yeah.
Gets another one. Bubbles. Remember the Titans. We Are Marshall.
Remember the Titans.
6-1, so Harvey was right. Remember the Titans only had that one vote against it.
Because he's so old, he remembers the Titans, so of course he's right.
Wow.
Next up, Harvey starts us off. We have Varsity Blues versus Gridiron Gang.
Oh, whipped cream swimsuit, bikini, or The Rock.
The Rock.
Or The Rock in a bikini that's made out of.
Oh, I should have spoke before. I just left that opening. No pun intended.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You're good at leaving things open,
Stop it. I'm going with Varsity Blues.
And I can tell you right now that whipped cream does not stay like that. So
I'm sure it doesn't. I'm telling you. But Dawson, he could throw a mean spiral, bro. Did you see that, boy?
Varsity Blues gets a vote. Sharon.
The Gridiron Gang is actually a remake too. I think there was an earlier version of the Gridiron Gang that didn't star Dwayne Johnson, and I liked the first one. So I'm going to give my vote to Gridiron Gang.
It gets a vote. It's a tie game with me, and I'm going to go with Gridiron Gang. To be honest, I don't like either of these movies, but I like a majority of the Rock's movies. And
maybe the movies don't like you.
I don't care. Happens. And when I wrote this down, it makes me laugh every time I see it because the N and G and gang just kind of bled together. So it looks like Gridiron gay on there. I'm not at the word gay. I'm just laughing at the fact that my penmanship is fucking terrible at times.
Yeah.
So there's that.
This is why I
Q.
get everything out for my brackets ready.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of patience. Q, Gridiron Gang, Varsity Blues.
Getting a little nitty gritty in here for people not voting for Gridiron Gang. Shit. Brady, spell Mustangs for me.
Mustang.
There's an S, motherfucker. I said Mustangs. You failed.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Gridiron Gang gets my vote.
I'm an army of one, so there's that. Jamie, Gridiron Gang, Varsity Blues.
I mean, if we were voting for this cute little toddler that had his baby pig dressed up for Halloween, I'd be voting for Varsity Blues because a little kid did that last year with a little cowboy hat and little Billy Bob. It was so adorable. But it doesn't mean I like the movie. I'm really freaking burnt out on the movie. I have great memories of when I first saw that movie when I was younger. It's not terrible, but going against Gridiron Gang, that's not a much better movie, but it's not a bad one either. I do like that one. So in honor of The Rock being on wrestling last night, we're going to go ahead and go with Gridiron Gang.
I still haven't been able to watch last night's SmackDown. Sucks.
Spoiler.
No, it's all over the place. You can't spoil that one. Gridiron Gang gets a vote. Bubbles, Gridiron Gang, Varsity Blues.
I'm going to go with Harvey and do Varsity Blues.
That's my girl. Go ahead, Bubbles. Go ahead.
Come on, it's The Rock. How you going to vote against The Rock? Just
Jeremy, finish this out.
Because Harvey's better. That's how I can go against him.
Damn, girl. See?
Bubbles. All I can say, it doesn't matter what Harvey thinks because Gridiron Gang's already going on. So that's what I'm voting for.
All right. 5-2. Moves on to the next round. Sharon starts us off on this one. Heaven Can Wait versus The Waterboy.
Oh, this was way
Heaven
easy
can wait.
for me.
Fuck.
This one's way easy for me. I love Warren Beatty. And I gotta go with Heaven Can Wait. Heaven
Can Wait gets a vote.
you're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, I gotta go with Waterboy. And I can't tell you who will be facing in the next round either, but that is affecting my vote. So Q, Waterboy or Heaven Can Wait.
I mean, I'm definitely going to go with Waterboy on this. I mean, one of the most quotable movies probably ever that Adam Sandler's done.
Debatable.
I'm pretty sure Waterboy won the Adam Sandler bracket that we did for Jess's birthday last year.
Yeah,
I'm definitely sure we did.
I can't remember actually if it was Waterboy or Billy Madison.
Pretty sure it was Waterboy because Billy Madison. Only thing that Billy Madison has won was the first half of the movie Villains.
Oh, okay.
For Eric or whatever the hell his guy's name is.
Brother,
So
That guy was such a dick.
yeah, the douchebag. Anyway, Waterboy is up by 1. Jamie, Waterboy, Heaven Can Wait.
Waterboy.
Oh.
Bubbles, Waterboy, Heaven Can Wait.
Gatorade.
H2O. Jeremy.
You can do it. Yeah, Waterboy all day.
You can do it.
Harvey, Waterboy, Heaven Can Wait.
I know it's been decided, but Heaven Can Wait gets my vote too.
5-2. Waterboy moves on to the next round.
I can't wait much longer for you, Harvey.
I do need to
I
watch
start
that.
this one off. I've never seen either one of these movies, so somebody's going to have to sway my vote. Wildcats versus North Dallas 40.
I never heard it either.
All right, think about it, Freddie. Do you want a wildcat or a tamed cat?
Ooh. Okay.
Well,
Freddie,
if you guys have
Wildcats,
ever
that's
met
Goldie
my
Hawn.
wife, you know that decision.
Wildcats, that's Goldie Hawn and Woody Harrelson.
Base your vote off that.
Dude, Wildcats is fun. 1986. It's actually a fun movie.
Apparently,
Goldie Hawn-
All right.
apparently,
So what
Harvey
I'm
had a
gonna
really
do,
good time
since-
with the Wildcat in 1986.
Since we don't have anybody commenting right now, and this is Harvey's last show, I'm going to go with Harvey on this one because I think both of these are actually 80s movies, if I remember right. Or I think North Dallas 40 is a little older than that.
I think that's older.
79.
Yeah,
79, yeah.
so both before my time. Let's just say that. So I'm going to go with Harvey on this one. This is last show. Wildcats will be getting my vote. Q. Wildcats, North Dallas 40.
Wild kitties.
Gets another one. Jamie, Wildcats, North Dallas 40.
I think for the fact that the meme that comes up where he puts his cigarette out on his palm, I am voting for Wildcats. Because that's badass. I just thought that was a fun thing. I've never seen both, but come on, Woody's in it. You gotta believe me, it's gonna be a good movie.
Oh, Woody's definitely gonna be in it. Don't you worry.
You
Bubbles.
won't feel it if it's Q, but it'll be in it.
Jeremy had me at a Goldie Hawn, so
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
yeah, you did.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, Goldie Hawn in the 80s. I mean, I kind of want to watch that movie now. Like, tell me there's a nude scene, Harvey. Tell me.
No.
No.
Damn it. See, this is why I've been watching nothing but slasher for the last couple weeks. Because there's a lot of nude scenes in those.
Harvey, Wildcats, North Dallas 40.
Definitely Wildcats. I don't think Goldie Hawn has disrobed in a film. Sharon, do you know off the top of your head?
Googling now.
I don't know. I don't think she has. Not that I'm aware of.
No, definitely not in Private Benjamin, and definitely
Not
not
in Overboard.
Not in Overboard. I don't think so.
Actually,
No. Mm-mm.
Either way.
yes, she's in the bath in Wildcats. She's in the bath in Wildcats, and you can see her tits. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. For those who want to know.
Google does amazing things.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so
Especially
sad
when
that you can do that. You can
Especially
do
when
it.
it's his Google's used to it by now.
No,
I mean,
there are websites dedicated to listing every nude scene an actress has been in.
Oh, God.
True.
So true. Okay.
yeah, they're still coming with replacements on that one. Sharon, is it North Dallas 40 or Wildcats?
They were both really funny films. North Dallas 40 was actually a better book than it was a movie, though. So I'm going to go with Goldie and the Wildcats.
Yay.
In our first sweep of the episode, Wildcats moves on to the next round. Q starts us off, and I kind of he's going to get shit either way on this one. Is it Brian's song or Any Given Sunday?
That's a good one.
You're welcome, Harvey.
What the fuck is this?
Oh my goodness. Who's voting?
I'm voting, but I don't know what to vote for. Harvey, give me something to vote for.
Okay, simple. Either you want to cry or you want to be happy at the end. Do you want to cry at the end of the movie or do you want to be happy at the end? Which one do you want?
Well, happy endings are fake, but I don't want to cry.
Yeah, he does.
Any
Which
Given
one?
Sunday has Cameron Diaz in 90s.
Yeah, I'm not bringing up. No, I'm going plot. Happy or
All
sad?
right. Let's go happy then.
All right, so then you're going with Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
Cameron Diaz, so you win.
I mean, I personally think Brian's song has a happy story too. If you go through from the beginning to end, yeah, it has a bad ending, but you see it coming through the entire movie.
Right.
So you know it's going to be there. So you're sad that you're sad that the
It
end,
it's
but
gonna
you're happy
happen,
about
and then you cry because it does happen. Got
the
it.
journey.
Move on.
So it's like Titanic going down at the end of Titanic. You know it's going to happen, but you're still kind of sad that you watch all these people die.
No,
So
I'm rooting for it.
Happy that movie was over because it sucked ass.
Seriously, I was gonna say in Titanic, you're happy that your date's going down at the end of it because you want the movie to be over.
Jamie, Brian's song, Any Given Sunday.
I have to say I had to double check the cast for each, and Any Given Sunday has a lot of
Yep.
bangers.
Loaded.
A lot of bangers, a lot I'd bang. I'm gonna vote for Al Pacino, who I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna do.
Al Pacino. Any Given Sunday, please.
Gets a vote. Bubbles, Any Given Sunday, or Brian's song?
I'm gonna have to go with Any Given Sunday. Although, like, hearing that Brian's song would give me a good cry, like, I have to watch it now because occasionally I like to watch those movies that just make me cry. I don't know why.
Well, here's a good shoulder for you.
Oh, thank you.
Don't say thank you.
I prefer to keep my shoulders up for leg rest, but that's me.
Bubbles knows me. It's okay, Harvey.
Jeremy, Any Given Sunday, or Brian's song?
Well, just like Jamie, I had to look up who was in both these movies because I know I've seen Any Given Sunday at some point. I've heard of Brian's song, but I've never seen it. But Brian's song has fucking Lando Calrissian in it, Mr. Billy D. Williams. So I got to go with Lando Calrissian because he's the coolest cat on Cloud City. So
Brian's song gets a vote, and that actually kind of surprises me, to be perfectly honest. Harvey, Brian's song, Any Given Sunday.
I am a devout Al Pacino fan. Devout. It's a problem. I love Al Pacino, but Any Given Sunday is a damn good movie too.
He's part of the mob.
He's in Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. Actually, Brian's song.
James Caan, man, Godfather. Go on.
Sharon.
I thought they were both really good films, very different films, but very good films. But I cannot possibly vote against Brian's song. That's just a classic. It leads the genre, really. It's about the relationship of the guys. It's about integration. It's again another one of those stories that has a racial component to it that's really important. Yeah. So I got to go with Brian's song.
I'm really glad that this was not my vote starting off because I would have blown my load.
Okay.
I would have blown my load on this one.
Over.
Shannon wasn't here when we explained that,
bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I know it has something to do with you can abstain or you can.
Okay. Let me explain this because you weren't here during this part. We have a rule on the show called blowing your load or the final swing. We vote round robin as you can tell. But if you're one of the first people to voting, don't want to be one of the first people to vote, you can blow your load or use your final swing, but you can only use it one time per show.
Got it.
So.
Okay.
So you had a really confused look on your face.
So,
I apologize
if you ever
for that.
come up with a nice fuck you, Freddie, issue, and then you just can't decide, you can choose to blow your load.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. That's another thing too. You weren't. Yeah. That's another thing too. You weren't here for, by the way, is the entire "fuck you, Freddie" type thing. I have an episode coming out January 20th, my birthday. It's like 20 minutes so far of people just telling me to fuck off. All it is. And it's probably I listened to it today when I was on break because I had to do some edits to it, and it makes me laugh every time I hear it. It's pure hysterical all the way through. Anyway, going back to the show, I love Brian's song. It's a very, very touching movie, but the speech given by Al Pacino at the end of Any Given Sunday is one of the most motivational speeches I've ever heard in any movie.
Fair.
So I'm going to have to give it to Any Given Sunday. It is a split vote, 4-3 on that one. Jamie starts us off. Is it 2 for the Money or Jerry Maguire?
I don't think I've seen 2 for the Money, to be quite honest with you.
All right.
Well, shit. Okay.
It's Al Pacino and Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Yeah, you doing?
Oh,
Harvey. How
many times has Hardy heard that? Ooh, Harvey. Yeah.
I'm asking his opinion, jerk.
Go ahead, I'm listening. What's your question?
What's the 2 for the Money? Is that a good movie? Like, what was your opinion of that?
Hold on. I think I've seen it. Let me take a look real quick.
I don't know if I have either.
I've seen it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh, it pulled up the whole wrong thing. Jesus.
Oh boy.
That's what usually happens to me too.
Yeah, right.
Up, Jamie?
I really don't think
That's the type of the YOU support.
Yeah, I did see this movie. Nah, I didn't love it. And it's Al, but I didn't love it.
I mean, Jerry Maguire's pretty classic, and that kid's pretty cute, so I'll vote for the kid.
Okay.
There we go.
Jerry Maguire gets a vote. Bubbles, Jerry Maguire, 2 for the money.
So I have not seen 2 for the money, but I have seen Jerry Maguire recently. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and Josh put it on, and I actually enjoyed it. So that's where my vote's going.
Well, from what I understand, we had you from Hello, so
Yes.
Jerry Maguire gets another vote. Jeremy, is it Jerry Maguire or 2 for the money?
I'm gonna have to go with 2 for the money. Actually, that movie was more entertaining to me.
Gets another one. Harvey.
More entertaining? No, it's at least for this vote, it's Jerry Maguire. Easily, Jerry Maguire.
Sharon, 2 for the money. Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire completes me. Gotta go with that.
Oh, I was waiting for that one to come up too.
You knew somebody was going to do it.
I'm gonna top you a little bit though on this one.
Giggity.
Yeah. I shouldn't have. A lot of people do the entire 2 for the money. I will be going. Show me the money. It is Jerry Maguire for me.
Yes.
Dad jokes all day, folks.
Yes. Q.
Day.
Jerry Maguire or 2 for the money.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, on the Lizzie McGuire show, wasn't her dad named Jerry?
Yes.
So for the longest time, I thought that had something to do with that.
Oh my god.
Never actually turning it on to watch the movie.
Put it out. You put it out.
I don't think I've ever seen a Lizzie McGuire episode, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh my god, you're missing out.
Cute.
It's cute.
Q. Q.
Just for that memory, I'm going to have to go with Jerry Maguire. It just sounds right.
6-1. We'll be facing another 6-1 next round. Bubble starts us off. We have Game Plan
Jesus.
versus Angels in the End Zone.
I'm gonna go with Game Plan because it's a cute movie. It's overall super adorable, and it's like one that my tiny human will sit down and watch with me.
Nice.
Jeremy.
I mean, okay, so we're voting The Rock versus the ripoff of Angels in the Outfield. Okay.
Well, it's an extension, but yeah.
Giggity.
Well, you would know, Q. You need those. But I would have to go with...
How would you know?
That's a medical device, sir. Come on.
What, a butt implant? Was he like a king?
Oh my god, vote, damn it.
Have fun, all right? It's cool.
I gotta go with Game Plan. I watched that recently for some bracket, either on this show or Masturbators. So I watched that for some bracket, and it was fucking pretty good, actually. So, Game Plan.
Harvey, Game Plan, Angels in the End Zone.
These 2 bad movies, I have to say. So it doesn't.
You have daughters. You should love Game Plan.
I love my daughter, so I don't want them watching bad film. So I'm just gonna.
The Game Plan's a good movie, Harvey.
Yeah, don't be giving them margaritas.
It's cute.
And it is a dad movie, too.
Yeah.
I got it.
All right. Okay. Game Plan, because it's not getting far. But
yeah, no, it won't get past next round. Sharon, Game Plan, Angels in the End Zone.
I'm going to go with Dwayne Johnson being a girl dad in Game Plan.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a girl dad too. So,
all right.
with that, actually, that did do my vote on that one. Girl dads unite. I will be going with Game Plan as well. Q.
Actually, every guy in this podcast is a girl dad. I just realized.
That's true.
Wow.
No, there's only
4 of us.
No, there's only 4 of us. So yeah. Q. Game Plan or Angels in the End Zone.
I feel like a dick if I, didn't go for Game Plan right now. I mean, just question,
you are, so
would you do ballet for your daughter?
Yeah.
Liar.
No,
Jeremy, would
I
you?
would. My
Every
daughter
week.
does theater, so
I mean, my daughter's not that kind of girly girl, but I mean, my daughter would rather me go catch bugs with her.
All right. And then,
You can
Harvey, how about you,
totally have
Harvey?
a good
You don't
mix
even
of
have to ask.
both.
You know, bro. You know, I would. Do
Yeah, you'd be like, nah, I'm way too manly for that.
shit. No, I'm the most manly when I'm doing stuff with my daughters. So
Fair enough.
That
Harvey
is,
put-
I like
Harvey-
that.
Harvey put on the Elsa dress for his daughters.
yeah, I would, but I wouldn't show the pictures of them to you people because I'd never hear the end of it. I did say you people, by the
not
way.
again, at least. I mean,
I say you people.
Emma's painted Quentin's toenails before.
anyway, Q. It's your vote.
Game plan, most definitely.
Okay, you never actually finalized that one.
Sorry.
And Jamie, finish this up.
They should have left it alone at Angels in the outfield, so it's the game plan.
It's a swing.
7-0. Game plan moves on to the next round. The last matchup
Fine.
in this in first round that we have, Jeremy starts us off, is it the comebacks, which is a joke in itself, versus Leatherheads.
No. Oh, I forgot about Leatherheads. Oh,
Oh,
So we got protection with some other stuff. All right.
Leatherheads.
yeah, I know who that is now.
Protection is a leatherhead.
I love Leatherheads, by the way. It's like it's funny,
Sure you
especially as a Bears fan.
Banners.
The Bears. But yeah, 100%. For David Koshner, it's the comebacks. That movie is fucking hilarious.
Comebacks gets a vote. Harvey.
I agree. For once in my life, I agree with Jeremy, and I will go
Us
with
bro-
the comebacks.
Us
Comeback.
brothers got to stick together, you know?
Oh yes. We don't want to get the brothers all jacked up. So like,
Don't stir up the brothers now.
don't stir up the brothers now. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. No.
Sharon.
The comebacks was super funny, and I love that lead actor. You pronounced it Kirchner? I always thought it was Keckner.
Koshner.
But
Koshner.
Kosher.
Like kosher. but
Funny
with
guy.
E.
Love him in everything. But
He's
I also
hilarious.
love, kind of a good story about history and the history of sport. And I love me some George Clooney. So I gotta go with Leatherheads.
Valid vote.
I am also going with Leatherheads as well, as always saying. The Comebacks is a cute movie. The Leatherheads actually has a decent story behind it, especially history-wise.
Concussion-wise.
Well, they weren't playing as hard or as long on that one. And
Giggity.
when you're going, Harvey was talking about when football is the greatest, or at least sports in general is the greatest when you have to do is with kids, which to me means like when you're not really getting paid for it.
Right.
The people in Leatherheads, they were getting paid, but they weren't like getting paid type things. It's like kind of a hot dog and a handshake kind of deal. For you wrestling fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. It's what is it? Renee Zellweger is in the movie, and a whole bunch of other people. It's a really good movie. It's not a film, but it's a really good movie. It's a really cute movie, and it will be getting my vote. Cute Leatherheads or comebacks.
If I wanted to come back, I'd wipe it off your face, bro.
Like I said, I knew there was a joke on there.
Yeah.
And it's still not funny.
Bubbles laugh. That's all that matters.
Bubbles laughs at everything. Trust me.
I was gonna say it doesn't count because I'm always laughing.
Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna go comebacks.
Comebacks gets a vote. Jamie, comebacks or Leatherheads?
Leatherheads.
I'll show you a leatherhead.
It is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Bubbles. This is the first time we've had the ability to use this rule. If we have the next matchup set up for the opponent for the next matchup set up, and it's a tie-breaking decision, you get to know who it is facing in the next round. Do you want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
Yeah. Going 5-2, the comebacks or Leatherheads at a tie game currently will be facing Little Giants.
Let's do Leatherheads then.
Old versus new. Old versus young, something like that.
Something
Old
like
versus classic.
Well, I mean, Leatherheads is a newer movie than Little Giants, but it's a going back from previous time. That's the end of the first. That is the end of the first round. We'll be right back right after this break. Sharon, did you have an ad for us?
I actually, I would have to wing one, quite frankly.
That's what we do.
That's
It's just
winging.
yeah.
Wing
It's
it.
just
Let's go.
it's more-
Off the fly, off the dome.
You think
It's
I wrote
more
that
of a-
down? Huh.
it's more of an explanation of like what your show is, what you do,
Sure.
what brought you here, type stuff.
What brought me to this podcast?
Well, not this, because that's just a
Nah, just
the fact
promote
that this
promote your
podcast is
thing.
awesome.
Let them know where people can find it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, okay. I can do that. This is well, we'll just wing it. Okay. I'd just like to encourage everybody to download the Amazon AMP app. It's available now for both iOS and for Android, where you can hear my live show on Wednesdays, 10:30 Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Also, I'm on Sunday nights. Well, it's Sunday night my time because I'm in Sweden, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And we talk a little bit about the culture clash that's involved in being an American expat living and working in Sweden. And the show is called The Viking Diaries Live. My username there is Viking Diaries. You can also find me on the socials at Viking Diaries as well.
Hooray. You're muted, you bastard.
Sorry, I put down my headphones. Harvey, are you doing an ad for your last show?
Should I do an ad? I haven't done one in a while. Yeah, sure, I'll do one. Okay. Hey, it's your favorite bastard. It's Harvey, and even though this is my last episode, I still wanted you to hear my voice as I talk about the podcast that I'm doing right now. Love is Black is the podcast that I host with. You ready, Freddie? The hot wife, Carice. We are telling the great Black love story. So every week it's a different chapter being read and written by either myself or my wife. As of this recording, my chapter just dropped, chapter 10. I'm writing for the character of Brandon. We're just talking about love and culture. Give it a listen, 10, 15 minutes of your time. I think you'll enjoy the story as it goes along. That's it. Talking about love, but let's go back to me being a bastard.
Because if love isn't black, you're not doing it right.
You completely fucked that one up. Welcome back for round two.
Edit that shit.
Welcome back.
Edit that shit. Cut it out. Cut that out.
Cut it out. Welcome back for round two. It looks like Harvey will be starting us off. We have Rudy going 4-3 last round versus Remember the Titans 6-1.
Damn. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. Damn. That's. Notre Dame is my college football team too. Like I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's Denzel though. We're gonna keep it Negro in this thing. Let's go with Remember the Titans. Keep it Black.
Remember the Titans gets a vote. Sharon, is it Remember the Titans or Rudy?
I got to stick with Denzel as well. It's going to be Remember the Titans for me, for sure.
I'm going to add the trifecta onto that one. It's a better movie. This is. I mean, regardless of who's playing it, it's a better movie. Q, Rudy, Remember the Titans.
We are the Titans, mighty, mighty Titans.
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go.
People gonna know.
People gonna know.
Jamie, Remember the Titans or Rudy?
Remember the Titans.
Bubbles?
Remember the Titans.
And Jeremy?
How y'all gonna do Samwise Gamgee like that? How the fuck you gonna do Samwise Gamgee like that?
Don't like Samwise.
But for the reason my mom scotch guarded the couch always, Denzel.
I forgot about that.
Sweet
I completely forgot about that.
Mama's got a crush on Denzel.
It's been a minute.
Denzel, Jason Statham, Morris Chestnut.
Mochat.
Okay, I can understand the Morris Chestnut. That's a sweep, by the way. The entire Denzel thing has not been mentioned in a long time. Which is the reason why I've forgotten about it. Next up, Sharon starts us off. We have The Longest Yard versus The Waterboy.
Ooh.
Fuck you, Freddie.
And we're talking about the new Longest Yard, not the old Longest Yard.
That's correct.
Yes, the new Longest Yard.
So it's Adam Sandler versus Adam Sandler, basically.
It is.
Yes, it is.
The old Longest Yard can't get up to the yard anymore, you know?
Wow. All right. I gotta go. The Longest Yard, regardless of whether it's the original or the remake, was a great story. So I'm gonna go with The Longest Yard.
It gets a vote. I will be going. I'm gonna go with The Waterboy. Like, I love both of these. I really do. But I quote The Waterboy one hell of a lot more than I've ever quoted The Longest Yard, or ever will quote The Longest Yard. So Waterboy will be getting my vote. Q, Waterboy or Longest Yard?
Yeah, this is a tough one. I like both these movies, but I would have to agree with you. I definitely would, say something about Captain Insano showing no mercy way more than, Good News Boys, I didn't spill my beer.
Such a valid argument. However will you decide?
Shut up, you bartender. Anyways, I'm going to go with Waterboy. Fuck it. Let's go Waterboy.
Waterboy gets a vote. Jamie, Waterboy, Longest Yard.
Wade. Waterboy.
Gets another one. Bubbles, Waterboy, Longest Yard.
That's hard.
That's what they keep telling me.
It was just, when was somebody going to say something?
Okay, so, and here's why I'm so stuck here. Okay, so like you said, quotable and things like that, Waterboy definitely takes it. But them hiding shoes in a cake.
Yes.
I
you gotta love freaking Caretaker.
That is just one of those random core memories that just shoots its way up there and just at random. I'm like, oh god, that was so fucking clever. And you know what? I am gonna go. I'm gonna go with Waterboy.
Waterboy gets the win on that one. Jeremy, Waterboy, Longest Yard.
Damn it, Bubbles. Go back to your shed with all your cats. But I'm going to...
Have any cats? What?
Trailer Park Boys. Watch it. But
oh, never mind. I totally know it. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have any cats.
But, yeah, my vote definitely would have been for The Longest Yard, because if we're talking wrestlers in these movies, The Longest Yard has many more wrestlers than Waterboy ever will. So... You got the great fucking Khali. They got him out of the fucking woods to play that movie, so
Harvey, Longest Yard, Waterboy.
And he said he was sorry.
That was easy.
I love little Michael. Waterboy moves on. Let's do. I start this one off. We have Friday Night Lights versus Any Given Sunday. It's hands down Any Given Sunday for me. There's no quote on that one at all. Q, Friday Night Lights, Any Given Sunday.
I can relate to Friday Night Lights because, I used to play football on Friday night. Good times.
Good story.
20 years ago. But I'm going to go with Friday Night Lights.
Jamie.
I feel like your IQ is dropping by the second, dude. What the fuck?
What? No. Hey, Raiders, want to know? Let's go. What's up? Want to know, Raiders? Shout out to the Raiders. Let's go.
Like I said,
You're pretty passionate about that. Go Cowboys.
Jamie,
so
there you go.
I'm gonna go with Friday Night Lights because it reminds me of my band nerd days.
Gets another vote.
And Nerds Unite.
Yes.
Bubbles.
I kind of want to split things up here.
Don't do it, Bubbles.
I'm doing it.
Just because you get blown into and you go into like 100 of you doesn't mean you got to split this shit up.
Jeremy, is it Any Given Sunday or Friday Night Lights?
Q, that's called a good time. But Any Given Sunday.
Harvey.
Fuck Friday Night Lights, dude. Fuck Friday Night Lights.
Any Given Sunday.
And-
Give me Pacino all day.
Casey,
You know
Casey's
what?
right. Fuck
I
the
respect
Raiders.
your
Fuck
vote,
the Raiders.
Harvey. I respect your vote, Harvey.
Thank you, sir.
Casey's right. Fuck the Raiders.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
You should.
Sharon.
I'm on the band nerd wagon with Jamie. I did a lot of Friday nights marching, and again, I have that connection to Odessa, Texas, where this story happened. So I'm going with Friday Night Lights.
Let's go.
Any Given Sunday moves on in a 4-3 split vote after that one. Q starts us off. We have the Game Plan versus the Replacements.
You know, all my football games I had a plan for, but I didn't have a plan for, the Emma game that was coming. I didn't have a plan for that one. The Game Plan, because you had to make it up as I go.
Game Plan gets a vote on that one. Jamie, Game Plan, the Replacements.
Replacements.
Gets a vote. Bubbles.
I'm gonna go with Game Plan on this one again too. Again, more for like the watchability with my little.
Jeremy.
Girl Dads Unite. Game Plan.
Harvey.
Am I now a girl dad?
It's
I hope something didn't happen.
You do have bigger
I
balls
hope
than
something didn't
a couple
happen
of
that's
guys
right
here,
in front of my eyes and I didn't catch.
Tell your husband who wears the pants. God damn it.
Anyway, Harvey.
Proud girl dad here, but I gotta go with the Replacements.
To vote. Sharon, Replacements, Game Plan.
Keanu all day long. It's the Replacements for me.
Which means it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to me.
Uh-oh.
The Replacements will be getting my vote.
Yeah.
Again, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Disappointment to girl dads everywhere.
It's all right.
They will understand.
Yeah. Especially as
Next
they get
up.
a little older, can perhaps appreciate Keanu in that uniform.
Yeah.
There you go.
Next up, Jamie starts us off. We have Gridiron Gang versus Radio.
Oh, radio.
Gets a vote.
The
Bubbles.
fuck was that?
It was a solo.
My excitement. Yeah, don't be raining on my studio time here, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go with radio as well.
Yeah, this show's like a hole-in-the-wall diner. We don't have to reserve the booth. I was hoping to get a response from Q on that one. It wasn't going to happen. Anyway, Radio gets another one. Jeremy, Radio, Gridiron Gang.
Gotta go with Gridiron Gang. Gotta stick with Dwayne here.
Well, he did lose in the last matchup. Harvey, Gridiron Gang, Radio.
Gridiron Gang.
Damn those white savior movies.
Yeah, well.
Sharon.
I think that Cuba Gooding Jr.'s performance was amazing, and I'm going to go with Radio at this time.
Damn, Casey.
Right?
I'm going to give The Rock a little bit of a leeway on here and send it to Q. Tie-breaking decision. Do you want to know who's facing the next round?
Well, first off, I want Casey to tell us how he really feels.
Casey, by the way, is in comments. If you want to comment along, go ahead and check out the show every Saturday, a majority of the times on YouTube, and sometimes we'll go ahead and vote along with you. He says Dwayne couldn't act as a couldn't cut it. Sorry, Dwayne couldn't cut it as a real pro, and he couldn't act in a football movie either.
Damn.
Harsh words from somebody who can't act either. So.
Wait, you talking to me?
No, talk to Casey on that one.
No, but that's what LOL sounds like, if you pronounce it out.
Work that tongue, Q. Come on.
Do y'all need a minute? Oh my goodness.
Do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
Why not? Fuck it.
Either Radio or Gridiron Gang will be facing the 7-0 vote last round in Remember the Titans.
Oh.
Damn, I guess it doesn't probably. I think picking Radio would give people a little bit more of like a fuck. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Gridiron Gang. Fuck it.
This means it's gonna be Denzel versus Dwayne.
Yeah, that's a short fight. All right.
Yeah, The Rock would fucking just.
4-3. Next up, Bubble starts us off. We have Wildcats versus Necessary Roughness.
Wildcats.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Gonna have to go with Goldie Hawn topless in the tub and go with Wildcats.
Harvey.
Say that again. It's Wildcats versus what? Necessary Roughness?
Necessary Roughness.
I'm gonna go with Wildcats, in spite of the toplessness of Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, in spite of it. Sharon.
I voted for Wildcats the first time around, and I don't see any reason to change that this round. So, Goldie Hawn all day long.
All day long.
Her
In my
daughter.
dreams, yes.
It gets a vote and the win on that one. I will be giving another one for Wildcats. Q, Wildcats, Necessary Roughness.
I feel like Wildcats are pretty unnecessary with their roughness sometimes. Well, let's go for unnecessary roughness because the rougher the better. Let's go.
Do you keep calling it unnecessary roughness?
Yeah, he does. I wasn't going to correct him. Jamie, finish this up.
His name is marriage.
Wildcats.
6-1. Wildcats moves on to the next round. Next up, Jeremy starts us off. We have Jerry Maguire versus Draft Day. Both of these movies were 6-1 last round.
Jerry Maguire, I guess. I really don't like either of these movies, but whatever.
We'll be getting a vote. Harvey.
I'm sorry. Jerry Maguire versus what?
Draft Day. Double D.
Draft Day.
Sharon.
I have to admit, I really appreciated the kind of behind the scenes look at what that whole event is about in Draft Day. So I'm going to go with Draft Day as well.
Jerry Maguire it's a football movie, but it's not a football movie. It has a football storyline, but there's very little football in it. Draft Day has, again, more of the background information to football to it, but they're kind of on the same realm. I'm going to go with Draft Day, though. I actually think it's a better movie of the two. Q, Draft Day or Jerry Maguire?
What did you, Freddie? What did you use for an abbreviation for Draft Day?
Double D.
Double D.
Nuts.
Double D's nuts. There we go.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's a terrible setup, bro. Terrible.
Balls.
Yeah, it's fucking hard.
Oh.
Anyway, Q,
Damn.
Draft Day or Jerry Maguire?
Jerry.
We should get a tax break for having Q in the show, just saying.
Yeah, but I don't have a special education license, so.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I love that you went with that. Right, where did you go?
Jamie, Draft Day, Jerry Maguire.
Draft Day.
Draft Day with the win on that one, and Bubbles finish this up.
I'm gonna go Jerry Maguire on this one.
in a 4-3 split. We'll be facing another 4-3 split in the next round. Harvey will be starting us off. Finishing the second round, we have Leatherheads versus Little Giants.
Ooh, Little Giants all freaking day. All
Yeah.
day. Yes.
Sharon.
I'm a little bit of a history buff. I got to go with George Clooney and Leatherheads.
I'm a history buff too, and I'm a huge Bears fan, and they're one of the original teams. I love Leatherheads, but like Little Giants is pure 100% grade like nostalgia for me, and I'm gonna have to go with Little Giants. So Q.
Just because your butt is history doesn't make you a history buff, bro. Just saying.
As long as I'm buff in general, I should be fine.
Yeah, man.
I'm going Little Giants. Yeah, that movie's fucking hysterical. It only takes that one time.
Jamie, Little Giants, Leatherheads.
For as much as we have invested in our athletic program in our community, you would think we'd have more Little League football options here. We have gotten some in the area, don't get me wrong, but for where we live, watching Little Giants growing up, I always thought a little football league would be adorable, and it's fucking adorable. So Little Giants gets my vote.
Bubbles.
Absolutely. Little Giants.
And Jeremy, finish this one out.
I mean, I don't know when they're having time to play football in between being shrunk all the time, but Little Giants definitely.
6-1 moves on to the next round, and that is going to be a hard decision for me to be making. Harvey, what kind of time frame do you have?
20 or so.
Okay, I will try to speed this up as much as I can. Everybody else keep in mind of that situation as well. Nobody has blown their load, so keep that in mind, and all the ads are done, so I can go ahead and go into round 3. Welcome back for round 3. It looks like Sharon will be starting us off on this one, and we have, I'm going to give her this one. How about Remember the Titans versus Gridiron Gang?
There's no question. It's Remember the Titans all the way for me.
We'll be getting a vote. I'm going to go Gridiron Gang just to keep things interesting, because I like both of these movies, and eventually that's you cutting hair. So Q, Remember the Titans, Gridiron Gang.
Man, things are getting a little spicy for the pepper around here. I'm going to have to go with Gridiron. Let's keep it spicy.
Jamie?
We're going to go with Remember the Titans.
It is a tie game. Bubbles?
Remember the Titans.
Jeremy?
I'm going to make this interesting, but it's not going to matter. I know already, but I'll give it to Gridiron Gang. Make Harvey dust off his rocker and get off it and make a vote.
It's not
moving on to the final 4. Harvey, is it Gridiron Gang or Remember the Titans?
It's definitely Remember the Titans. Let's keep it moving.
See, I knew which way it was going, but
it wasn't interesting at all, but it's all right.
I got to call you old. It's always interesting.
What'd you say, boy? I can't hear you.
Turn up your damn speaker then, boy.
I start us off, and I'm going to blow my load even before I announce this, because I'm going just to do it. So
I'm not being premature.
It is The Replacements versus Little Giants.
Damn it.
Q will be starting us off.
Is that because you blew your load?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. I was hoping not to be the first fan to blow. I've made my goal. I'm not going to blow yet. This is Little Giants. Okay. Definitely.
Little Giants will be getting a vote. Jamie, Little Giants, The Replacements.
I was super expecting Q to blow his load just because Freddie did.
Yeah, we usually try to time it out there anytime.
Nah, Little Giants all day.
Bubbles.
Absolutely Little Giants. Like Jamie said, Little Giants all day.
Jeremy, Little Giants, The Replacements.
I know Little Giants are winning this, so let's make it happen.
Okay. Little Giants will be moving on after this one. I'm happy either way, to be perfectly honest, but matchup just kind of sucked. Harvey, Little Giants, the replacements.
Little Giants, easy.
And Sharon?
I'm going to be contrary because I've actually never seen Little Giants. So I have to vote for the replacements. And I'm adding it to my must-see list based on the feedback from this crew.
Oh.
Never seen it. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe because I love the Bad News Bears so much, and I thought, oh, this is probably just a ripoff of the Bad News Bears, but it's football. And I can't possibly live up to the Bad News Bears.
No. It's more Disney-fied. It's more Disney-fied than Bad News Bears ever would be.
Okay. The original Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
The remake, which is the better one, but
shut the hell up, dude.
No way.
Billy Bob, man. Billy Bob.
Stop it. Walter Matthau and some kids running around playing baseball? Shut up, dudes.
I'll take Billy Bob fucking the kid's mom. I ain't dealing with that.
No, the original is great.
It is. Classic.
Absolute classic.
I will be going for the replacements on this one just to make it a little closer. Again, I'm not unhappy with it because I'm a fan of both movies, and I'm sad to see one of them go. But Little Giants will be moving on. Q will be starting us off on this one. How about Any Given Sunday versus Draft Day?
It's got to be Double D's nuts.
Draft Day gets a vote. Jamie?
Who?
Draft Day versus Any Given Sunday.
Okay, Any Given Sunday. Any Given Sunday.
Bubbles?
You're muted, Bubs.
Oh, man. Any Given Sunday.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, the better draft that's more entertaining is the WWE draft. I'll definitely go with that. But let's go with Any Given Sunday on this one.
Even as a WWE fan, I disagree with that statement. Harvey, Any Given Sunday or Draft Day?
Any Given Sunday, easily.
With the win, moving on to the Final Four. Sharon?
Yeah, Any Given Sunday for me as well.
I will also be giving it to Any Given Sunday.
Make sure you get consent first.
In writing, today's day and age.
They want some cream topping on that Sunday, Freddie.
Don't
right here,
forget to notarize.
It's like put your thumbprint on this right now.
Hold on.
You're a notary too? We'll notarize that shit.
Oh, that's awesome. See, just more reasons to love Bubbles. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That's awesome.
You need more reasons to love Bubbles.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Last up.
Most adorable.
Yes.
Last up in the quarterfinals, Jamie starts us off. We have Waterboy versus Wildcats.
Waterboy
gets a vote. Bubbles.
Absolutely Waterboy.
Jeremy.
I'm gonna have to reason this and go with Waterboy because I'd rather see the girl in that take her top off than Goldie Hawn. So
I'd much rather see Goldie Hawn. Like if we're cutting clothes on that one, it's Goldie Hawn. I'm sorry. Harvey, Waterboy, Wildcats.
Wildcats.
We'll be getting a vote on that one, Sharon.
Also, Wildcats for me. I've voted for that one every time it's come up. I'm sticking with it.
It is a tie game because I will be going for Wildcats on this one, mainly because I can see the board, so I know who it's facing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, Q, do you want to know who it is facing?
I'm gonna assume it's probably like the Little Giants.
You can assume all you want.
So I'm wrong.
So
I'm not going to tell you. It's
You
either
gotta
Little
tell me if I
Giants.
wanna know, asshole.
It's either Little Giants Any Given Sunday or Remember the Titans. One of those three.
Those are good. Those are good movies.
No shit, we didn't vote those in. Mm-mm.
Do you want to know or not? What the hell?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Either the Waterboy at 3 or Wildcats at 3 will be facing Little Giants in the next round.
I told you his face gave it away.
I know it did.
I can't see my face. My screen is.
Can't see my. You can't feel your face either. Said the weekend.
All right, so it's Waterboy versus what? Sorry.
Wildcats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Waterboy.
Cool.
Waterboy moves on. See, I voted for Wildcats because I think Waterboy actually has a chance to beat Little Giants, and I don't want Little Giants to lose. So there's that one. Final four. Bubbles starts us off. She gets to start off with by choosing one of these movies. Is it Remember the Titans, Little Giants, Any Given Sunday, or Waterboy?
You're on mute.
It's a hard Waterboy. Well, do Waterboy.
Waterboy. So with the matchup starting off, it was going to be Waterboy versus Little Giants.
I'm gonna blow my load.
Bubbles has decided to blow her load on this one, which means Jeremy will be starting us off. Is it Waterboy or Little Giants?
Well, you know, since Bubbles just squirted all over my face, I gotta go with. Fuck is a tough one, but Captain Sino will kick my ass if I didn't go Waterboy, and I don't want him busting through my garage door right now. So,
Captain Sino gets a vote. Harvey, Waterboy, Little Giants.
Yeah, let's wipe out his vote. Let's go with Little Giants.
Gets another one. Or sorry, gets its vote. Sharon.
I'm trusting, this group's love for a film that I've never ever seen before because I'm just not a huge fan of Adam Sandler. So we're gonna say Little Giants.
Gets a vote. I will also be going with Little Giants on this one, as said before. Q, Waterboy or Little Giants.
some high quality H2O.
Yes,
it's going to come down to
especially
Bubbles.
when I blow my load.
Oh.
Q has decided to blow his load in this situation, which means Jamie.
Finish it off right
Jamie,
now.
He's blowing all over the place.
Jamie can end it right now with the Little Giants vote, or
she can blow her load.
Or she could blow her load and completely screw the other two over.
No, I'm getting fucking tired of Q doing that to people whenever they blow their fucking load.
So why not do it back to him?
I'm gonna
yes, please blow it back to me.
Little Giant.
Little Giants gets a vote, which means it will be moving on to the finals.
Yeah, it will.
Bubbles.
Right. I'm satisfied with Little Giants, and that'll be my vote officially.
Nice.
Q.
Q?
Yeah, I fucking guess I'll go Little Giants too.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do
6-1. Little Giants moves on to the finals. The other matchup. Jeremy starts off. We have Remember the Titans versus Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday. Pacino all day. Hooah.
Be getting a vote. Harvey.
Remember the Titans.
There's some hesitation on that one.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was
Remember
Denzel
the Titans.
versus freaking Pacino, was that not?
It was difficult. Yes, it was.
I
Okay,
know
sorry.
Harvey was torn. I could tell. I could tell
torn.
that was a struggle
in
for
his
him. But there's
eyes.
no struggle
No.
for me. It's definitely Remember the Titans for me.
I just like she's like hands down.
I will be tying this up. It is definitely Any Given Sunday for me. That last speech, again, is probably one of the most motivational speeches I have ever heard. If you hear it like on Spot, which it's on Spotify, it will make you want to run through a wall type thing. And
Like
not to mention that. Not to mention only that it also has a lot of good wisdom along with the motivational speech as well. So even if you don't have any walls around you that you want to, you want to run through, it will still actually kind of teach you something as well. So it will definitely be getting my vote just for that alone. And a lot of it's just a really good movie, period. So it is a tie game. Q, Any Given Sunday. Remember the Titans.
If I liked Ben, I would try to marry Denzel.
You fail, but okay.
At the liking men part, or
No,
Probably both, actually.
I'm pretty sure you aced that part.
Oh, shut up! No one heard that. No one heard that.
Oh boy!
Don't-
Spousal abuse.
Don't mark for edit.
Yeah.
I'm
What's your
gonna
vote?
go with Remember the Titans.
Tightlands?
The
Tightlands?
Remember the tight ones? I mean, I always
Tight
go
ones.
with the tight ones.
Remember the Tight Ones gets a vote. Jamie, Remember the Titans or Any Given Sunday.
Man, yeah, like Harvey or Denzel versus Pacino.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I think I've been forced to watch Remember the Titans too much, so we're gonna go with Any Given Sunday.
Which, for Bubbles, it means that it's a tie-breaking decision. She already knows who's going on to who already is in the finals with the Little Giants, so I don't have to tease her with that one. So is it Remember the Titans or Any Given Sunday?
Remember the Titans.
Damn.
Woo!
All right.
Remember the Titans moves on in a split vote 4-3. Third place matchup. Harvey gets to start us off on this one. Is it the Waterboy or Any Given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday.
We'll be getting a vote. Sharon
Any Given Sunday.
gets another one to be getting mine too. Q, Any Given Sunday or Waterboy?
Waterboy.
Jamie
Any Given Sunday.
Jamie, I'll
vote
give it
and
to
the
you any
win.
damn Sunday, but Waterboy.
Bubbles,
Waterboy.
There we go.
Jeremy.
Waterboy.
Here's the best part. I didn't care either way.
Oh.
In a split vote, Any Given Sunday gets third place on this one. It is the final matchup. Sharon, Harvey, Jeremy, and Jamie has not blown their load. This is the last opportunity to do so.
My
And-
vote is she'll not blow it.
Sharon starts us off. Is it Remember the Titans or Little Giants?
Well, I'm going to have to go with the words of Assistant Coach Yost, played by Will Patton, when he said during the championship game, "Run it up, Herman. Leave no doubt." It's Remember the Titans.
Getting a vote. I'm going Little Giants. I mean, there's everything from like Icebox to freaking Al Bundy is in this movie too.
Rick Moranis.
And he plays a villain, which is the best part. He's a used car lot salesman type person, and like, I can't remember the protagonist's name either, but from like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and stuff like that.
Rick Moranis.
One of his Rick Moranis. Thank you. It's good. It's a great freaking movie. It gets my vote hands down. Q. Little Giants. Remember the Titans.
The Little Giants was like a classic football movie for me. And just that little kid, he's just that little nerdy, wimpy kid. He's just funny going out for football. It just doesn't match up.
Still reminds me of your son. It really does.
I know when it's upsetting.
It's the best.
So I'm going Little Giants. Yeah, let's go. Little J's. Little G's. Little G.
Well, jeez.
Little Giants gets a vote. Jamie, Little Giants. Remember the Titans.
Little Giants. I have to.
There's one away. Bubbles. Little Giants. Remember the Titans.
The Little Giants.
With that, we'll be getting the win. Jeremy.
I like the girls like the little things.
Well,
I'm
when
gonna
it's
have to
good,
watch that
it says.
movie. Clearly,
Small things. And 2 rings. I'll take.
Hey,
Not my
Jamie,
song. Not
how'd
my
you know
song.
how'd you know Q's wedding song? But yeah,
No, that was the wedding night song. Difference.
I gotta go with Little Giants. Little Giants all day. Fuck, remember the Titans.
And Harvey, finish this up.
The best. I told you, I was picking this movie all the way through. Little Giants is the best football movie by far. Hooray for this one. Yes.
all right.
6-1.
Watch it.
Yeah. It's so much fun. It's everything. You got brother versus brother. You got just beef. You got the girl who comes through and kicks some ass, a little mini romance. You got everything in there. You cannot go wrong with this. And he, by the way, villain is a strong word. I don't think he was a villain per se. He was questionable, but villain is
he was wanting to give his kids the best step forward. I agree with that, but it's still really funny. Jeremy, will you look up real quick where you can watch Little Giants?
Can do.
For us. While we're doing that, that is the end of our show. Little Giants moves on to the winner circle on this one at a 6-1 vote. Only got, let's say, looks like 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 6 votes against it the entire time. That's it.
I do have some stuff pulled up too if Jeremy doesn't yet.
It's not free anywhere right now. You gotta
Right.
rent it or buy it every place right
But
now.
I mean,
I'm surprised
if
it's not on
you've got-
Disney, to be honest.
If you've got
It-
some sort of
Disney-
streaming device, basically you're going to be able to get it.
Yeah, you gotta pay for like $2.99, $3.99 to rent it, whatever.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not bad. It's worth it. It's highly
Yeah, it's well worth it. It's a good movie. Anyway, Q, where can people find you?
Well, you can, of course, find me on Bracket Bastards because that's where I'm at most of the time. You can also find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q because, well, I am the master of these bastards. Of course, you can also find me on Facebook under Quentin Bannister, but, you know, that's just a whole other story. What's up?
Jamie.
Yeah, thank you, Jess. Thank you for shoving him over because he thinks he's in charge, but he forgets to acknowledge the fact that I'm the motherfucking best bastard of them all. I am the MVP of the bastards right now, okay? So I am Jamie motherfucking Fuller of Sparks. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on, most shit. I don't know. Just you can find me if you spell my name right or Slipknot Chica. Slipknot Chica 17 as listed. Look for it. You'll find me. Ain't no timeouts in real life. What the fuck? What do you
Well, there's
want?
also no crying in baseball, but this is a football one. So.
Never ever voted for that you got MVP. Who the hell voted for this?
I
doesn't
did.
matter.
I did.
Oh,
I'll vote for her.
oh,
God damn it. I wasn't calling for a vote.
Well, you go.
And it
Wow.
happened.
thank you.
Bubbles.
I like to thank all my small people, little people out there, but not Q.
Well, he's pretty small and little, but that's the point. Anyway, Bubbles, where can people find you?
You can find me on Snapchat and TikTok. I do have to re-download TikTok on my new phone, but that'll eventually happen when I remember. But you can find me under both under Jessie Marie, JESSYMERIE.
Jeremy?
You can, of course, find me on Facebook as Uncensored, Unapologetic, and Untamed UQ Podcast Collective Facebook group. You can find me on Twitter and the Gram, or I'm sorry, not Twitter, on XXBaby as @JuggaloBastard. You can find me on TikTok as @JuggaloBastard Podcast. And you can find me on YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings, Global Strangeness, Paranormal Normal, or as on Blind Knowledge Network, because all knowledge was blind. Until I came back to podcasting.
Our lovely guest.
Oh, that's so kind of you to say. You can find me at Viking.Diaries on both Instagram and Threads. There's a blog called thevikingdiaries.com as well. And I am also known as Viking Diaries, no dots or anything, on AMP. And I haven't converted. I don't know about X. I'm known as Shazzer on Twitter, but I have a hard time saying X, and I don't spend as much time there as I used to. But I am there if you want to find me there.
I am your host, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology. We have 2 polls like this going up every single day. Currently, it is we're doing a Stephen King bracket because his birthday is coming up, and we're also finishing up. We're going into the finals tonight, actually, as we record, an Oreo bracket, and I haven't released what the next bracket is going to be yet to anybody, so I'm going to do it here. We are doing a nostalgic 90s bracket.
What?
Good one.
That's so exciting.
So it's not movies, it's not songs,
like
not anything else. It's just
Furbies,
everything from Tamagotchis to Furbies to the Clinton scandal to a whole bunch of other stuff that is going to bring you back. Anyway, you can find that at Bracketology on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, because I'm not going to call it X. On Twitter, you can find me at Fisher777. Find us all at Bracket Pod. On Instagram, I am at Can't Lick Me, not one word. And I will leave this show with one simple word and then another one from our main man Harvey with the simple words of the late great Jerry Springer, and that is this: take care of yourself and each other. A good way to take care of yourself, by the way, is listening to this man, Harvey. Lead us out.
I love doing this podcast. It has been a pleasure. This was fun hanging out with you guys. Freddie, thanks for plucking me out of obscurity and putting me on Bracketology and Bracket Bastards. Hold on. Mrs. Jess. Mr. Jess. I'll let you be a man. Mr. Jess. And of course, Jess, thanks for podcasting with me. Jess, thanks for voting with me a lot of the times. We had fun. Q, you're a good dad. You're a good husband, and keep being that guy. You guys were so much fun to podcast with. Jamie, I love you. I always like doing a little intro right before you just to see what you come up with, and you always kicked ass. It was a pleasure podcasting with you. I happily take my spot and I hand it to Bubbles. You are awesome. You are happy. Your smile is just, and it just, I don't know. I'm happier just seeing you smile. So I know you're going to keep it going here on The Bastard. So it's a pleasure to have you take my spot. And I hand it to you happily.
Thank you.
Jeremy, of course. Jeremy, you son of a bitch. You're funny as hell. And I never liked, if I didn't like following you because your intros are always better than mine. And it was always cool to hear yours after mine. You are a friend. You always will be. And I will respond to your message soon. I'm leaving here to pick up my wife, so she's probably going to want me to talk to her first, but I'll get back to you. Sharon, thanks for jumping on and doing this. We connected, the older people, we talk, we know history, we know the good stuff. To anyone else who was on here with me, whether that is Chansey or anybody else who did this, I had so much fun on this podcast. You guys are my friends, and you always will be. You know how to reach me. You know where to find me, and I will be listening. Make sure you guys stay in line. Don't do anything stupid because I may have to come in there and kick some ass. But
so we have to do something stupid then.
Okay, so then I'll be listening for Q to say something dumb or Jeremy to say something dumb.
Hey, that's not going to take very long, man. Bro,
yeah, that's every episode thing.
That speech almost broke me a little bit.
No, but this was fun. I love doing it. I'm off to try to do other things, but you guys know where to find me. I am Harvey Laguerre, finally the Black Bastard, but from here on in, host of Men of the Prize, the podcast, and co-host of Love is Black, the podcast that I co-host with the hot wife, Carice. I leave you with these words. I am no longer a bastard, but I am always your friend. I love you all. You guys make me happy and you make me proud with every episode.
You're gonna make us cry, Harvey.
I'm not gonna make you cry. I love you all. I'm off to pick up a wife at the airport. It's been my honor. Bye, guys.
We love you.
Bye.
The biggest balls of all have left the building, folks.
Looks like I get to take over that title now.
Yeah, you can wish.